Welcome to Family UI TV. Today we're actually installing an outdoor TV. We're going to mount ours pretty high. So you can see I already started taking apart my house. We're also going to integrate this with Sonos, which I think is going to be really cool. We've already tested it out and everything works. So I kind of want to walk you through what we're doing and what we've done to this point. So first thing we did was we decided where our TV was going to go. As part of this project here, when we converted this from sliding doors to a door and windows, we actually ran all of our cables. So we needed to run power up here. This is our white wire, and we need to run HDMI. And the HDMI is going to go to a Sonos amp. All right, so this wire is coming out, obviously from the Sonos amp, and this will connect into the back of our TV. Now, the way my house is built is I have 2x4 construction, and I have 1-inch foam. Obviously, can't attach a mount, right, to the foam. Okay, that's not going to work. So what we're going to do in this case is we have 2 pieces of 1/2-inch plywood. This is our mounting block. All right, so this is going to bridge our studs, and this is where our TV mount, which is right there, is going to mount to. All right, so we need HDMI and we need power. So I use this box here, little box. This is where my HDMI is going to come out, and this is where my power will go. And I just want to kind of show you what we're looking at. So this will go here. We'll tie these into all these different studs, right? And then our mount will attach to this. Doing a lot of wires. Got our outlet in. When I have this kind of this low voltage box, I forget exactly what it's called, but basically it's for this application where you have an HDMI cord sticking out. You really see in there, you could see into my house. So I got this little piece here. This is like a piece where you can put stuff, push this through, almost like your light switch. Comes with screws. You can kind of see how that's installed. I am happy with that. All right, now we're at the point where we're going to start mounting this TV mount up there. All right, so we want to at least, we know we have 1 inch of plywood. Oh, that's disgusting. 1 inch of plywood in this wall right here, right underneath it. And really that's like a giant stud because it's crossing 3 different studs, but we want to at least hit 1 stud. So what I have here is I have this lined up on one of the studs. There's no wires in it, which is good. And I kind of held this up here, determined my height based on, the mounting and everything. Don't want the TV to hit the ceiling. And now this laser is where a stud is. So now what I'm doing with the laser up here, I'm trying to find what hole or what position, because this can move over a little bit, And what I'm going to do is make my first hole. All right, so this is where this is going to go. And I'm going to just run my first screw in. Not worried about this being level or anything like that, because once we run the first screw in, it'll be like a pivot and we can really, level it up. Run our first screw in. With no help is going to be difficult. A lot of footage, but I think that is okay. We now have the TV up, we have the siding in, and I'm going to show you sort of what we did. And also, all right, so let's finish the installation. So I'm just using an older, cheaper TV. I bought this thing, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 years ago. Yeah, it might get a little wet, not really worrying about it. If anything ever happens to this, yeah, I'll go out and buy maybe a really nice outdoor TV. Now, if we look at what we did here, what I did was I added my J channel around, right, and I just sided up to it. Now you're not going to see this, right? So if you have the TV here, you really don't see it, but I think it really finishes it off. And you can, obviously if you're on the steps here, you can see it, but that's the end. Now what I should have done is probably painted this Tyvek paper black, and I still might do that. Maybe just get in there with the black marker just to kind of hide it from you. So what I'm using is a Amazon Fire Stick. So you could use an Apple TV, it doesn't matter. You just need something to give you video. And then what I have is that HDMI cable that I showed you, and maybe I'll jump into the basement. I'll show you where the other side of this HDMI cable is going. All right, so there's the HDMI cable coming up there, that big black cable. That connects into the back of the Sonos amp via HDMI. All right, so real simple. Going out are these white cables. These white cables are going to each speaker. All right, so really straightforward setup. So that HDMI cable's coming out, and then what I have is this adapter that comes with the Sonos amp that's going into the optical. Now what this enables it to do is basically pipe the sound that's coming out of the TV into the Sonos system. Now the only thing I haven't been able to figure out is how to control the Sonos volume with the remote. Right, I'm not sure how that works. It's something I need to figure out, but no big deal. I just use the volume of my phone. So currently the speakers on this are off. And what I do is if I want to go to my pool Sonos, I could turn the volume up right here on my phone. So we have to figure out where the door is going to be laid out. And now the speakers are coming, the sound's coming out there, and the sound is coming out there. So we're good. Now the nice thing about this is imagine you're playing a game, right? A game like a sports game, baseball game, football game. What this enables me to do, now that I'm piped into the Sonos system, I have Sonos all over my house. So if you see any of my other videos, you know I have Sonos all over the place. So what I could do is the sound that's coming out of that TV, now that I'm in the, basically putting the sound into the Sonos ecosystem, I can enable that on my fireplace soundbar if I wanted to. You're just double checking that I could enable it on my Move 2, which I like to put near, out in near the pool. But I don't have a 10-footer. This is like almost a 10-foot opening. And if I really want to hear myself and annoy myself, I could put myself also on the kitchen Sonos. So it's already there. Or bottom plate. Okay. And we're going to screw this in here. Obviously, I wouldn't want to watch my YouTube videos and listen to the sound all through the house. But this would be really nice if you're listening to music, having a party, you want to have the same sound throughout the entire house. I can also control the entire, all the speakers at once, right? With this one. I can also control them individually. Same exact plane. Using the app, okay? We're going to add these studs here, these double studs. And if I want to turn them off, I just click, 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 and hit apply. I also do have Sonos in my garage, but that currently the garage is under renovation. If you want to see that, that's all going to be on the YouTube channel, but the speakers are all off in there. But I also have a garage one. So it's really nice when you have a party, you have kind of the same music playing all over the house, everywhere you go. And people have commented, man, everywhere I go in this house, I hear music. And I did it on purpose because I like that. I like to have music everywhere. All right, so I hope this gave you an idea. I hope this helped you out. You can put a Sonos connected TV on the outside of your house. I like this mount. This mount gives me the ability to, you know, put it on this way. So if I'm out by the pool's now closed, I can watch the TV here. Or if I want to sit here like we did the other night and watch the game, you know, we can rotate it and put it here. That's why I did the mount that I did. I'll put a link to this mount down below. If you like this video, please give me a like. Please leave me a comment. We did just convert, as part of this project, the 3-panel door into this single door with 2 windows. Okay, there's also videos on the channel where we converted a window to that slider. So, you know, we're doing everything here. There's also tons of videos on that pool out there and a million other videos on all kinds of family DIY, TV kind of stuff. How to take care of a lawn, make your lawn look like that. Maybe something like that if you want one of those robots. So I'm gonna ask you to subscribe to the channel. I think it'll be beneficial for you, especially if you own a house. It'll be beneficial to me. So let's be mutually beneficial. I'm Mike, Family DIY TV, and I'm out.